안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 안댕입니다. Hi everyone, I'm Anden, and welcome back to my channel. I think that this video is long overdue because I've been on YouTube for almost 3 years now and I haven't made a single introduction video. Oh, so disclaimer, I made a script for this video, but maybe my thoughts will go all over the place while filming. So please kindly understand while watching. And another disclaimer, this might be a long video, but I hope you learn a lot of things or a lot of lessons from me today. It's currently 10:30 on a Thursday morning, and this is the last day for my birthday month. Yes, it is April 30th today, and I thought of ending my birthday with a hopeful and positive video. So I'm making this video as a summary of who I am and what's been going on in my life for the past couple of years. And the reason why I haven't made a single introduction video for the past 3 years. And again, this video is a mixed introduction, update, and advice video. So, here we go. Hi again, I'm Andeng, and that's one of the nicknames that my friends and family call me, but my real name is Andreagajisan. I am already 20 years old. If you've watched my 20 life lessons that I've learned for the past 20 years, yes, I am 20 years old. I'm currently living the best of both worlds. And why is that? I was born here in Manila, but I was raised in Boracay, and I'm currently living here in Manila. So it's a mixture of city life and the island life. So the reason why I'm currently living here in Manila is because I'm studying. I'm a second year accountancy student that will be in my third term in hopefully June, and I hope that passes for soon. I don't know what will happen, but I hope that will progress in this academic year. And the reason why I make YouTube videos, or the reason why I made this channel at first, was because I want to share my fangirl life and travel videos and other stuff. But I recently thought of an appropriate reason why I made this channel. It is not just to share random stuff about my life, but also to share life lessons and share how I healed, as I am also healing now, from silent battles. So those are some common facts about me. But there is an ultimate inspiration and subject for this video. For someone who has been through a silent battle, who is going through a silent battle right now, it may be someone who will go through a silent battle. Hang in there and know that you aren't alone in this battle. A little backstory, I was a bubbly, optimistic, and happy person. During my childhood and some of my teenage years, I was always looking on the bright side of life and seeing the good in every people that I meet. Those are good traits, right? Then here comes a bad trait that I recently realized that I had when I was young. I'm still young, but now I'm mature, I guess. So some of you know the quote, ignorance is bliss. And for some of you who don't understand this quote, this just means that if you don't know about something, you don't worry about it. And yes, I was experiencing that bliss due to being ignorant to my surroundings, and I was only thinking about myself and my future. I was basically immature and selfish back then, but now a lot has changed. This day marks a year that I officially considered myself that I have survived from anxiety and depression that I had last 2018. That was a year full of roller coaster experiences. From graduating high school, celebrating my legality, my first international trip, and my first year in college. And that year was the year that I had to experience depression. Disclaimer, if you're a kid watching this and you're a kid that's 15 years old or below, this might be a sensitive topic for you, and I suggest and really recommend that you watch this video with an adult. I am sharing this life story with you guys because maybe you're going through the same thing that I have been through but don't officially know what you're experiencing. During my first year in college, I had a difficult time back then in the first university that I entered. Yes, you heard that right? My first university, and now I'm currently studying at my second university because I transferred. It was a prestigious university, my first university. But going back, because that university was far from Manila and also used to the setup that I was living with a family member. And adjustment that was a major adjustment for me. I had to live in a dorm with people that I don't know. It's a super adjustment for me, from language barriers to studying habits, eating and sleeping habits too. The first 2 months were fine, but then came the overwhelming loads of ACADS, and then long exams, then midterms, then finals. For someone who hasn't been introduced to that kind of setup, I was culture shocked. I kept on overthinking and became anxious of the things that I need to do or that I need to finish, and whether my grades will be a passing grade, or whether I'll fail in a class, or I'll fail in my first semester, or not even meet the quota grade. And because of my overthinking habit, and I became anxious too, that led me to sleepless nights and a negative cloud of thoughts that bothered me day and night during those times. That was when I already noticed I haven't been myself lately, and I got worried. So I called my parents and updated them to what I felt those days. At first, I didn't know what was anxiety or depression in depth. I just know that these two are mental health problems, and I didn't further know their symptoms and what is going on in the minds of people who has that kind of problem. But I manifested signs of having depression back then. My parents and I were denial that I was experiencing those before. But then came a time that my mom decided to bring me to a psychologist to know what was I really experiencing or going through. So the definition of depression from mayoclinic.org is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, also called major depressive disorder or clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, and behave, and can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. You may have trouble doing normal day-to-day activities. Sometimes you feel life isn't worth living. I experienced those. I wasn't diagnosed having clinical depression or that major depressive disorder, but I knew that I had that back then. It was a difficult time. So, ayun. I don't know how to explain na tuloy-tuloy. I had to relive the moment. So, ganito nangyayari dati. So, magigising ako na mag-iisip kung paano matatapos agad yung isang araw. Kasi pagkagising ko pa lang, sobrang pagod na agad ako. At kahit nasa classes ako, hindi ako makapag-focus kasi sobrang negative thoughts. Puro isip ko, makakapasa ba ako, baka hindi ko kaya, hindi na ako makapagtapos. Pinipressure ko sarili ko. Sobrang pressure sa sarili ko at self-doubt. Sobrang self-doubt ako dati at kino-compare ko. Kino-compare ko sarili ko sa ibang tao. And yun nga, sobrang compared and self-doubt na bakit hindi ako the best, hindi ako enough, gano'n. Oh, I know, I'm not gonna cry. Ayun. And nawalan ako ng gana sa lahat ng bagay. Dumating sa point na hindi na ako makatulog o konting oras lang tulog ko araw-araw nun. Ayun. That is the summary. Yun lang, kabuuan lang ng story ko before. And going back, I didn't know I had been experiencing that mental health problem before. And I couldn't really understand my situation, so I almost lost my faith. Even though my parents... I almost lost my faith. Even though my parents were with me throughout that phase. And kept reminding me to pray countless times. And go to church. And hear Mass every Sunday. This was also the time I thought of taking my life. I have countless of trials that I thought of taking my life, but somehow a miracle or blessing in disguise happened. I have been an ARMY or a fan of BTS since 2017. But I only appreciated them before for their looks and their talents in singing and dancing, not knowing that they are the blessing that has been given to me by God. That reminded me that life is precious and I should learn to love myself. ARMYs believe that we have found BTS at the right moment where we needed them the most. And I completely agree with that statement. And my mom also pointed out that I clearly remembered what she said before to me during my trying times. Diba sabi ng BTS, love yourself. Ano pang silbi na magiging fan mo kung hindi yung mga kanta pala nila hindi makakatulong sa'yo. That was when a realization came to me that I should really listen and understand BTS songs and learn their message. And during those times when I listened to their songs and fully understood their message, that helped me heal. My favorite healing songs from BTS was Magic Shop and Answer Love Myself. So I'd like to share a line or verse from those two songs. A line from the song Magic Shop goes like this in translation. I always want to be the best, so I was impatient. I was always nervous. Comparisons with others have became a routine. This line was also what I felt back then. But when I understood the message from this song, then this lyric came to me. You gave me the best of me, so you'll give you the best of you. You found me, you knew me. You'll find it in your galaxy. So those words from BTS means that you gave me the best of me. So BTS, or the armies, have gave the best of BTS, or like they develop their best through army's love and support. So they're pointing out that while giving or listening to the songs of BTS, it will help armies to become strong and heal through those times, and become the best of themselves too. And another verse from the song, a song that I like from BTS, is Answer Love Myself. This is RM's verse. This is Namjoon's verse from Answer Love Myself. It's in English translation, goes like this: maybe there's no answer. Maybe this isn't the answer either. It's just that loving myself, it doesn't require anyone else's permission. I'm looking for myself again, but I don't want to die anymore. Me who used to be sad, me who used to be hurt, it'll make me more beautiful. BTS have shown me the reasons I should love myself. I should. So BTS have shown me I have reasons I should love myself. The me of yesterday, the me of today, the me of tomorrow. I'm learning how to love myself. With no exceptions, it's all me. So for everyone who knows me and has been friends with me on Facebook and following me on Twitter and Instagram, I have been posting and sharing a lot about BTS, and you all know how much I appreciate and love BTS. But you don't know the reason behind why I love them so much and how they mean the world to me. This was the reason, and this is the reason until now. They saved me through their advocacy and helped me through their songs. I know that God has led me to BTS for a reason, and this was the reason. I am forever grateful for BTS and their continued passion in making songs with meaningful messages, and their love, their unending and unconditional love for artists. 방탄소년단 정말 방탄소년단 정말 감사해요. 방탄소년단 정말 감사합니다. 진짜 사랑해요. 뭐라 해요. I'll say this again. BTS, I thank you so much, and I really, really love you. But I purple you. Sabi ko, di ako iyak. Strong. But it's okay to cry. It's okay not to be okay. Guys, okay? Through that experience, it has led me in creating this video content. I can't say that I'm really healed or fully healed right now, but through that past experience, I've learned that I should trust my future to the Lord and cast all my worries onto Him. And I'd also like to share some of my favorite Bible verses. These are Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 to 6, and Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, and Romans chapter 8 verse 18. So Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 to 6 is, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him. While Joshua chapter 1 verse 9 says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And Romans chapter 8 verse 18, the pain that you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that's coming. So for anyone who's been going through a tough time and or struggling these days, hang in there. God is with you and with all of us throughout that phase. Just keep the faith and trust in Him always. I don't know why I decided to share this just now, and I'm glad that I've let it all out and shared it to the world. I was hesitant back then to share my healing journey, but because at first I didn't accept what I've experienced, and I can't accept that I've been through that. And maybe because I thought of people judging me and maybe become humiliated in front of people who know me and what was going through in my life back then. But here I am in front of you guys, sharing my healing journey, and maybe become your source of inspiration to anyone who's been going through a tough time. Lastly, I would like to share that whenever you have a breakdown, I'm pretty sure it'll create a breakthrough. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. This has been Andy, Youngwani Ayi, reminding everyone, learn to love yourself more every day and keep going fighting. 안녕!